We all know music. Music's around us every day, in our cars, on the radio stations, and everywhere else. My experience with music started at about the age of 5 or 6 that I can remember, when I would go with my father at the highest of levels, highest volumes of levels. Father would absolutely destroy the stereo on the way to my grandfather's house or any other place. About 11, I started making my own little lyrics, which, nothing's but it's my way to vent just the way that everybody else vents. So I'm here to talk about my 3 favorite music genres: hip-hop, R&B, and rock. First off, hip-hop. According to hiphophistory.com, hip-hop is based on instrumentals, and rapping is the actual words. The hip-hop culture includes rapping, DJing, breakdancing, and graffiti. It began in the Bronx in 1970s. And it grew for the next 10 years. In the 1980s, Run DMC became nationally known and changed the look of hip-hop, making it more, as some people would say, criminal, with the sagging jeans and fedoras. And ever since then, it's grown into more of a gang-related type of music genre. Rhythm and blues is the official name of R&B, which is usually what they call it. Musicgenres.com. According to musicgenres.com, R&B is jazz and rock music when it first came out in the 1950s. It was more of a jazz music on an edge. 30 years went along, and it grew into something more. When Michael Jackson came to the stage in the 1980s. He used R&B, but it was more popish. With the way that pop went, it was classified as R&B around that time, which paved the way for many artists, including Chris Brown, Ne-Yo, Trey Songz, Usher Raymond, and numerous others. Rock and roll. According to rockmusictimeline.com, rock and roll started in the 1940s. It's a combo of electric, blues, gospel, and country. It actually started in the 1920s, but they didn't classify it and make it official until the 1940s. During the 1920s to 1940s, they used piano keys and many other instruments, and they started using guitars in the 1950s, and it's grown into what we love today. It was also perceived as criminal before hip-hop in the 1980s, so about the 60s and 70s, rock music was perceived as criminal, and now rock music is seen more sad and depressing sometimes, instead of some of those uplifting Christian rock bands. So in conclusion, I've told you about my 3 favorite songs, or my 3 favorite genres. So what are yours? All have a bit of edge, and they push the boundaries, created riots, tons of other stuff that we can't talk about. But these genres have shaped me as a person and inspired me to make music. So we should all, even if we don't like the genres, we should all appreciate the artists who make these and put their lives on the line, well, on the music. But they vent over all of their life struggles and put it on a CD for you to listen to.